Well, I woke up this morning from a reoccurring dream.
Hello, people. I am Jaby KOAY, joined by ACHARA KIRK.
What's up?
We're looking at DHAMAKA, official trailer with Kartik, Aaryan, and Madhvani. Nope.
You added an extra syllable.
Go chasing rabbits, be careful what you find. The truth you seek might just blow right out.
You're trying so hard. I do appreciate it.
Madhvani. It's
There you
because of
go.
the H in the middle that messes me up.
Yeah, it's just an aspiration.
Madhvani.
There you go.
You guys, thanks so much for hanging out with us. Please hit that subscribe button, bell icon, all notifications, and vote this up to let YouTube know you're enjoying what you're watching. We're gonna jump into this here.
आज है संडे टाइम 9:30 मैं हूं अर्जुन पाठक ओनली ऑन रेडियो भरोसा
Looks like he's got a hangover.
और हम सीलिंग को आने वाले हैं
Oh,
Shit.
वापस 15 मिनट में फोन करेंगे आपको
Oh
ये मेरा
gosh.
एक्सक्लूसिव है आप बस मुझे प्राइम टाइम की सीट वापस दे दो
तुम्हें तुम्हारी प्राइम टाइम की सीट मिल जाएगी हम न्यूज़ रिपोर्ट नहीं करते बेचते हैं तुम बस हमारी रेटिंग्स ऊपर लाओ
मैं हूं अर्जुन पाठक और आप देख रहे हैं भरोसा 24/7 जो भी कहूंगा सच कहूंगा आज मैं एक एक्सक्लूसिव इंटरव्यू में उस टेररिस्ट से बात करूंगा जिसने सीलिंग पर धमाका किया रघुवीर जी आप क्या चाहते हैं
मिनिस्टर जयदेव पाटिल को फोन करिए चलिए हम बस उनसे एक सॉरी चाहते हैं अगर वो नहीं आए तो सब मरेंगे
Oh God.
और ब्रिज पे सौम्या जी आपकी पत्नी है ना
मैं हूँ सौम्या मेहरा पाठक मैं जब भी कहूंगी आई लव यू कहूंगी आई लव यू के सिवा कुछ नहीं कहूंगी डू यू लव मी
हम आपको 10 मिनट देंगे मंत्री जी को बुलाने के लिए
मंत्री जी यहाँ पे क्यों नहीं आ सकते उन्हें सिर्फ माफी तो मांगनी है जनता की सेवा के गॉड डैम इट
मैं तुम्हें अभी भी बचा सकती हूँ अगर तुम वो बोलोगी जो कंपनी चाहती है
अगर माफी नहीं मिली तो पूरा ब्रिज उड़ा दूंगा
Just get her off the bridge.
पाठक जी
जी
मैं उम्मीद करता हूँ कि आखिर में सब कुछ ठीक हो जाएगा
जी मैं भी उम्मीद करती हूँ कि सब कुछ ठीक हो जाएगा
What? Whoa.
वेलकम टू द शो
Whoa.
wow.
I got goosebumps. That made me emotional.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What made you emotional?
The bit with his wife. I think adding in that kind of romance element to it is genius because it kind of helps us, the audience, to connect to him more. Because as the trailer started, I was kind of like, well, this guy just comes across as a bit of an asshole, doesn't he? Like, he's clearly like he's disheveled. He doesn't really seem to care all that much, you know, and all he cares about is the ratings. And initially I thought that the movie was just going to be about, you know, how ugly the 24 news cycle can be and how it's not really about, I guess, like the people or reporting for the people, but it's literally about ratings and money and all of that. And it is about that. At least I think that's mostly what the movie is about. But adding in that element of like, he's a guy, he was in love, and there's some issues happening with his wife. They're going through a divorce right now, and his wife is on the bridge and she could possibly die if he doesn't get the minister on the phone. I don't know, it just hooked me in emotionally, and I was like, I felt all emotional. I was like, no, trailer, you're not gonna get me this time.
So, DHAMAKA means blast, apparently, according to the Google Translate from Hindi to English. That's what I was trying to look up just now.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, that is a very fitting name. It should be called, you know, Blast Ultimate or something. Like, lots of them.
Lots of bahut dhamaka.
Bahut dhamaka, yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
There's a lot of blast in this movie.
Very.
I feel like they showed quite a bit of the film.
Yeah.
You know, I guess that's par for the course with the Bollywood or Hindi films? Because it's with the South Indian trailers that they show less and you get more confused but intrigued. Whereas with the Bollywood trailers, it's like you're intrigued and you're definitely not confused and you know probably too much.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. I mean, when they added that stuff with his wife and his wife being on the bridge and all that, I was like, oh my God, I can already see how this is going. And then when there was the explosion, I thought she died. That's the part where I nearly cried. I was just like, no, why are you showing me this trailer? Like, let me have that moment in the movie.
I can understand why that was an emotional hook for you, because it makes sense. I mean, that's a very easy thing to understand.
Yeah.
I think that for me, having seen a lot of films about playerists, because I get afraid of YouTube and the words that I can and cannot say. Hopefully you guys know what that translates into. When I see films a lot about, okay, people holding other people hostage and that you know, sort of thing, it's so often that you see, like in The Dark Knight, the Joker was basically telling, you know, Batman, you know, you can save Rachel or you can save Harvey Dent. But he had Rachel. You know, it's like, of course his wife is going to be on the bridge. That's all I'm saying.
Oh,
so it's like, it didn't surprise me all that much, but I guess the acting was strong enough from him that it hooked you, and that's great.
Yeah, it was very nuanced, I thought, in that moment where they had that little exchange, because she looked really scared. He was saying something. It was almost like he was saying, like, I love you, but he wasn't really saying it with words. Right. You know what I mean? Like, it was kind of a nice moment, and then boom!
So what's clear from this trailer is that things escalate in a real bad way that I'm actually not used to seeing in We Don't Negotiate with Playerists films. People are holding others hostage in some form of capacity who are making demands. You don't normally see it actually go that crazy until like the cops get involved and you know they're honing in on him, kind of like Speed or something like that.
Right, yeah.
You know, and then it gets really nuts. Like it's like little things that get a little bit crazier, but then when they hone in on the playerists, then it gets nuts. Whereas here, this guy, he almost seems like a child. He's like, give me what I want. All right, fine. Boom, here's another one. Boom, here's another. And it just gets bigger and bigger to the point that they start hitting the news agency, and like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, someone, I think, gets shot or attacked at the news agency.
Well, yeah, because he's got like blood splatter.
No, but like there was a lady I thought that I saw who was on camera, and then she gets, something happened where...
Yeah.
Anyway, it was awful. That intrigues me just to see how that's gonna play out. And obviously, the guy makes his way into the office.
He's really scary as well too, because he doesn't, I mean, I guess a lot of the time these playerists, you know, that's what we're going with. I don't know, at some point in the film they do tend to get a little bit emotional, right? But this guy, at least in the trailer, seems to be pretty chill throughout. He's just like, I want to speak to the minister. I'm like, okay. But no. Okay. Then I guess I'll just blow some shit up. He seems pretty calm to me. He doesn't seem like
That's
on
interesting
edge.
that you took that angle from it, because for me, I took the angle of a child who's throwing a tantrum, unleashing more and more destruction till he gets his way. And they're saying, we don't negotiate. And so it's like, all right, fine. And then he keeps upping the ante.
Right, but he's not getting like super angry about it.
Well, at least as far as the trailer has shown us so far. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you could be right. Like, that could be what he does all the way through to the end. And he's like, I'm here now, bitch.
Surprise!
But
oh my God.
I guess the notion that, you know, we don't negotiate, we're not going to give in to your demands, like all the way up to the office being, you know, having a hole blown out the side of it. That actually is what is intriguing me here. Even though I don't like that they showed that, it's also compelling me, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, no, I agree. It's weird because, like you said, I feel like they showed a lot in this trailer. However, I'm still intrigued. I'm like,
Now, the thing is, I want to compare this against like the teaser that we saw before that was designed just to advertise the film. It wasn't really designed to show you what was in the movie, just to get you intrigued about the movie, where the set falls apart and stuff like that, and he's being fed the lines of what to do, perform it better and stuff. I was actually slightly disappointed that nothing like that is in here, because I'm like, oh no, that stuff was actually kind of cool, because it reminded me of Michael Douglas's The Game, you know? I'm still intrigued, don't get me wrong. That other stuff really drew me in.
Do you know what? Speaking of movies, this reminds you of a vague, tenuous link, Phone Booth with Colin Farrell. Do you remember that one? Was it called Phone Booth?
I'm pretty sure I said that before, but he did a cool movie called Phone Booth with Colin Farrell.
Oh, whoops. Maybe you did, but you didn't say it this time. You were saying Michael Douglas.
ACHARA, the queen of stealing ideas.
I'm making it sound original.
You know what this reminds me of? This is so much like The Phone Booth. Have you seen that movie, Jaby?
Did I get the name right with Colin Farrell? You know? No, but it kind of is, just because the guy's on the phone all the time.
I'm going to go back and look at our previous reactions all the way to the beginning, because I'm fairly certain I said that, but maybe I'm making it up. But like, Phone Booth is a film I watched.
You probably did.
Phone Booth is a film I've watched many times. This is a fun reaction. You guys.
A fun reaction? It's a fun trailer.
That's what I meant.
Yeah.
I had fun reacting.
Okay.
thought that was clear.
I thought you were just like.
I was just patting myself on the back.
Yeah, you're like, good job.
We're awesome.
Good job. Well done.
Watch
Yeah.
us again. Peace out.